So after playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta, I wanted to give my thoughts on the multiplayer aspect of it and the future of Warzone 1, 2, or 3, whatever it's going to be called. Because honestly, I am a little bit skeptical. So now the reason why I say that is because I played the beta up to level 20. I hit max rank. And I really don't have a want to play the game again up until they actually increase the max level to 30 for the next weekend. And that right there is a little concerning for me, because the reason why I don't really want to play it is because it feels like the same exact game that we pretty much already had. Like, the movement is exactly the same, but we have slide canceling and the animations are quicker this time around. And in my honest opinion, I really don't think this movement style is the best that we've had. If you guys remember the Modern Warfare 2 beta, that was so much fun. That's like the most fun I've had on multiplayer in a long time. But for some reason, when that game, or when the beta first released for Modern Warfare 2, they took out all of that movement. I do not know why. And then we were left with like a slow, boring, just a snooze fest of a game for the past 12 months. So basically what I'm saying is that I want it to feel like a new game, like a new experience. But as of right now, it just does not. It just feels like the same game that we've always had. And the problem with that is that all of the players that quit, because if you guys took a look at the numbers, like the numbers dropped drastically throughout the past 12 months. As far as like the players hopping on to Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, like those same people are going to come back to this game and be like, this is what I quit on already, so why would I even want to come back? So from their point of view, it's like, what's the point of me even coming back to play this game, let alone spending $70 on this? Which I completely understand. And now on the other side of that, like, I can see them justifying the $70 price point because, you know, you're getting the full multiplayer experience with new maps, new guns, equipment, and then you're also getting campaigns. So like, I understand it's like a regular Call of Duty release, but on the other end of that, I can really see people just going like, nah, that's not right. Like, you're charging us $70 for a game that we pretty much already had, and for minor features that we've been begging for all year. Because if you think about it, like I said, the Modern Warfare 2 beta had really good movement, and then they just took it all out with the snap of a finger, like it was nothing. So it's like, why couldn't they do that in the past year? Why did they have to wait until a whole new release title to just add it back in when it really could have been done in a simple season update? But moving on from that, what I wanted to talk about was, you know, what I've been hearing from the zombies community and the zombie YouTubers and streamers. They've basically been saying that this new zombie mode doesn't really feel like it's for zombies players. Like, they say that it feels like Warzone, but with zombies thrown on the map, which I completely understand. I think what the true zombie players wanted was a round-based zombies mode. So I really just hope that this new zombie mode is fun and it will bring back those OG zombie players, because, you know, the more players we have, you know, the better for everybody, the whole community, whether you're on multiplayer or Warzone. And now what I will say is that me personally, I'm actually looking forward to the zombie mode. I'm definitely going to make content on it and at least try it out, because it does look fun. I was not a big fan of DMZ, but now that it's like DMZ mixed with zombies, I'm looking forward to it. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and just let you know that you may see some complaints or some bad reviews regarding the zombies mode when it does release, just because it's not really what people are expecting. They just feel like it's lazy content. And I know a few of you guys are gonna be like, oh, well, you're just complaining, bro. They finally do what we asked, and now you just want to complain. It's not even that. It's the fact that it's like, you know how you ask one of your friends for like some candy or some chips, and they tell you no like 3 times, and then you ask them again, and they're just like, here, damn, and they give you like just 1 or 2 pieces. That's what this game feels like, if we're being honest. Because it's funny, man, like, I've never seen so many streamers, YouTubers, and just regular players in general just quit on a game like how they did this year. So I mean, just because of all of that, that's the reason why I feel skeptical about it. And that's not even to mention the cheaters and the anti-cheat. Like, who even knows if that's even gonna work? Is it gonna be the same? We still have the same old report system. Like, I've been seeing so many people over on Twitter complain about getting mass reported by players for like cheating, but they're not actually cheating. They just go into the game and you know, like when you kill somebody, you can report them. Basically, they just spam report them, and then they end up getting shadow banned to where they can't play for a week. And if they do try to play, then they're on like 200 ping, and they get put into like these special lobbies with cheaters. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, hopefully the anti-cheat works, because if it does not, then it's just gonna make every other minor problem seem, you know, bigger than what it is. So they have to get something done with this anti-cheat, and they haven't said anything about it. I feel like the anti-cheat is just as important as the whole movement system, because if you can't actually play the game and enjoy the game, then whatever features and movement they have in the game does not matter. And then one thing I do want to pair with like the whole anti-cheat and stuff like that, that's really all I have to say about that side of it. So let's talk about the bugs and features missing. Like, I don't know if you guys remember how bad it was when Modern Warfare 2 first released, and even going into Warzone 2, like we didn't have combat records, we didn't have leaderboards, you couldn't save blueprints, split screen wasn't working. Like, it was just so many like different problems that never got fixed until months later. And that's not even to mention the in-game bugs and just the game crashing constantly. Like with how big this game is, something is gonna be a little shaky on the release of Modern Warfare 3, and I just really hope this time around that features are in the game, or at least maybe like one minor feature may not be in the game. I don't know, man. I really just don't know what to expect this time around. I just really hope it's a smooth release, and it feels like we have like a full game this time around. And now lastly, I pretty much feel like I've hit everything I want to say, but the last thing I want to say is that, is this game even going to be called Warzone? Is it called Warzone 2? Like, I just feel like it just needs to have like its own unique feel to it, if that makes sense. Like, you know, Warzone 1 had its own unique feel. You can tell the difference between Warzone 1 and Warzone 2. And I just feel like with the terrible rep that Warzone 2 has now, I just don't really see it being successful, or as successful as it was at launch when everybody was really excited for it, because of how bad the reputation is now throughout the year of them just not listening, just making the game so slow and boring. So it's like, are we calling it Warzone 2 moving forward? Is it going to be like its own unique game? Like, are the, you know, loading end screens going to be different as far as you coming in the plane? Are the game winning end screens going to be different? Like, it just has to have its own feels. The UI going to be the same? Like, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't want to have to get on this new Warzone 2 and have it feel like I've been playing the same old Warzone 2 for the past year now, because honestly, it left a bad taste in all of our mouths. Pause. I feel like that right there is gonna be another reason why a lot of the returning players that may have quit during Warzone 2, or when Warzone 2 first started, they may not want to come back because they're gonna feel like it's the same exact game. Like, I seen a graph of how popular Warzone 2 was at the launch compared to Warzone 1 at its peak, and it was like double the size of it. Like, Warzone 2 had the most potential ever out of, you know, the whole Warzone the past 3 years. Like, it literally had double the popularity, and they just did not capitalize on it. They made the game slow, boring, and they pretty much prioritized it for DMZ. So I don't know, man. I hate to feel like I'm just complaining this whole video, but this is honestly how I feel, and I play the game every single day. So I feel like I would have a very valid opinion, and everything I just said, it was very valid. And throughout the years of me playing Call of Duty with, you know, the releases or whatever, like, I have a really good understanding of how this company operates and how they will operate in the future. You know, things will change, people change, you know, so hopefully this year around things are different. But I feel like we say this every year, like, oh no, hopefully this year is different, hopefully this year is different. How many times are we going to say that before things are actually different? So that is what I think about it. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, and hopefully Warzone 2, 3, whatever you guys want to call it, will be good this year.